So we are back in the UK. I'm back to work. So, Monday morning. I've eaten more and drank more than I planned to. I'll be up front. And now I'm basically going to have to put in some good graft to get back to where we were. So since landing, since being in the airport, I had something to eat in the airport. That was that. Then I've just drank water since, slept a bit, travelled, moved off the plane, on the taxi, drank. So I haven't weighed myself this morning because it won't be a very accurate weigh-in. So we'll do that later. I'll do that tomorrow morning. But today is going to be very minimal food. Just finished catching up with things this morning, done the office. So now I've got to run on my lunch break to B&Q to sort a couple of bits out. And I have 2 protein yogurt pouches. That'll be 25 grams each, so 50 grams of protein and 300 and a bit calories. So that's pretty good for bargains. Hey, you hello, say hello. And then, to keep me satiated for the rest of the day, it's going to be Pepsi Max and water, and maybe something small, like just pretty much chicken for dinner. Get the protein up, leave the calories down. It's going to be that for a couple of days now to undo the damage, get us back on track, and then next week we'll be going into a whole new level. But I felt good while I was away. I felt really nice. I felt, a bit leaner, a bit more tight. Yeah. It was nice, and that was after 2 weeks, so let's get another month under the belt and then we can see what really happens. Decided to go for a little pre-gym walk with the dog. Bless her, she's been sat there all day in the office, she ain't happy. Use this time to have a pre-leg session 7-Up. Strange choice, I know, and I paired that one with a Squares bar because I haven't eaten a lot today, as we just went through. So the little sweet kick and the little sugary rush from the Squares bar is quite nice. It makes me feel a bit more happy. It's Tuesday, we're up and running, back to full capacity, just about. 3 eggs for breakfast, boiled. And I choose boiled, partly, and as sad as this sounds, it's because it takes longer to eat. With a boiled egg, you've got to peel it, you've got to take the time to go through it. You can't just smash it back. So by the time you've done 3 of them, you're beginning to feel a bit full up from the first. So, little brain hacks, isn't it? I can still smash about 5 more by the end, but it is what it is. Pair that with a coffee, we're happy days. Then for lunch, we went with a whole tub, because again, it takes time to eat it, and it's quite stodgy, of skyr yogurt. Now in that whole tub, there's 40 grams of protein, and 250 odd calories, which is a pretty good trade. About to go to the gym in a minute. I'm going to have a little Squares bar, I think, as a pre-workout. Maybe a can of Pepsi Max or something, just to some sort of caffeine, which hopefully doesn't fuck up my sleep. First things first, we got to weigh the chicken. I've put in a rough amount already into my Fitness Pal, so I know it's going to be close to 300 grams. So let's see what we get. 242, that one. Ooh, 258. So we need 42 grams to make it the whole 300. No, I haven't looked, to be honest.
I've subscribed and I've watched your vids.
77, pretty much. 42, that makes the full 300. Now I got everything chopped, ready to weigh as we kind of go now. Making it easy. 100 grams of mushrooms ready to go, and we'll see what these kind of weigh. 113, 120, 0. The easiest way to do the sauce is simply weigh it and then see what you've used. 63. Spot on. Wednesday morning. So, turns out after getting up early, as normal, went downstairs, seen the dog, sat on the sofa with her, and then fell asleep on the sofa for another 2 hours. Looks like there's some tiredness still from my holiday / rugby tour to Cyprus. Which wasn't ideal, because now it's put me back a bit, but just have to work a bit late tonight, I guess. But So this morning on the scales, we were coming in at 80 on the dot compared to 80.4 yesterday. But then Monday day, yesterday, I've come in 400 calories underneath my already pretty low target just to accelerate things, and it seemed to be working. Nearly half a kilo in a day. It's going to be a tough week to keep this going, but by the end of the week, I should be, back to where I was before the holiday and beyond, hopefully. We're about midway through check-ins. I started them late after oversleeping this morning for whatever reason. I was so fucking tired. I don't know. Anyway, we're halfway through and we've still got a bit to go. But I've just opened a can of motivation. So it should go pretty smoothly from now on. And at what age do you stop spilling shit down you? I had a coffee earlier and it's a fairly new t-shirt and I've just thrown a fucking... Anyway, Charlotte is doing a lovely cottage pie this evening. Now, it gets difficult, doesn't it, when you're trying to keep a track of your own food and then the missus or whoever offers to cook for you, which is very nice of them and you don't want to be a dick. So, bless her, she's quite on board with what I'm doing. And I've managed to basically get her to... With cottage pie, there's not that many ingredients. There's minced beef, potato... Fuck me, I've made one before. Veg... and some stock / gravy. So it's all pretty simple. So she's going to basically weigh things out for me as she's done them, which is good, bless her. If you can't get a partner to do that for you, then maybe just add up yourself the whole ingredients and half it, which is a pretty simple way to do it. If you know what they've done after, like a pack of mince comes as a pack of mince, potatoes, so she's using like a pre-made, again it sounds bad doesn't it, but pre-made mash, just a microwave mash that you can put on the top, but it's easier for me to track. And then the stock and stuff like that, you probably have to be creative and just sort of use a portion that is suggested on the pack for one portion. And then veg, just again make a sensible guess. But point being, so that is all input. I've done all that. She told me she was making it today, so this morning I input all the ingredients ready. So that'll be nice for me at the end of the check-ins to have ready made for me. And working back from that, I've basically then figured out what protein I need. And while I've been sat doing check-ins, I've had a bag of popcorn and a protein yogurt and something else. 3 boiled eggs, which I'm quite into my boiled eggs at the moment. They're quite nice. By the time you've eaten the third one, the first one you ate is actually hitting, so you're beginning to feel more full up, so happy days. And then with a Monster and a coffee, we're happy days. And we weighed in, I think I told you, but I think we weighed in this morning at 80 on the fucking dot. So I'm going to leave about 400 calories again from my target, which is 1700, so it's really not many calories. And that should mean by Friday, we should be at the low 79s, I hope. I've just got the text, dinner is ready. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Let's see how well she's done. So after that lovely cottage pie, I then had a pot of skyr yogurt for pudding, which was very nice, very filling as well. Like if you've seen the full tubs, there's a lot there, and that's a great pudding, which has brought me over my protein target. So I'm sitting at about 160 grams today for about 1500 calories, which has kept me, 1400 calories, which has kept me below my target. So again, tomorrow morning, I should be in that sub 80. Like you're going to see this in a few seconds, but for me, it's going to be all night. But yeah, tomorrow morning, we're going to be sub 80, I know it, and we're back into the groove and where we should be. But what a long day. Good morning. Hello, good morning, you. Morning. Hello. You probably think, oh, you must find it so easy getting up early and going to the gym. Getting everything done at the crack of dawn. No. I'm really not much of a morning person. I'm just also someone who likes to be in bed at 10 o'clock, so I've kind of got to get up early, otherwise I've lost half the day. And I'm asleep pretty early as well, so it's a bit daily struggle, I'll be honest. Getting up, going to the gym, coming back, not going back to bed, but we forever battle it. So far, it's a pretty spot on morning. Apart from the fact it's fucking pissing it down. But gym, dog walk. I even had time to get a little coffee after the gym. It was meant to be a skinny latte, but it turned out to be a normal one. I know, disaster. And then a little bag of popcorn on my walk. And I'm set now. I can go back, get in my office. Every 6 weeks, I have a Zoom call with people I work with, just as a catch-up and a bit of more of an in-depth chat. So I got a few of those today, which are nice. It gives me a chance to actually talk to people, rather than just be a face on a screen, or rather a recording on a screen. So hopefully, it should be a pretty good day. And then, although I stepped on the scales this morning, and I was 80.4. I was expecting 79 point whatever, which was annoying. But, and this is a common thing I have to tell people quite often, there's a lot of reasons why the scales go up. It could be the fact that I ate quite late. It could be the fact that what I had was quite starchy. It could be the salt I added to it. It could be a lot of things holding the water, the drinks I had before bed, etc. So the idea is not to panic. It is what it is. And if it keeps happening, then we look at what's wrong. But if it's a one-off, it's not a problem. Here I am, having a great day. I've caught up with a few people. I've had a couple of calls with people who are interested in coaching. And I was just about to start putting some edits to the free trials. And I was about to do a couple of little bits which required internet. And then, lo and behold, the internet dropped. Now, I don't know why. I've no explanation. I've restarted the hub. I've done every bloke does. Restarted the hub, pulled the wires out, put them back in, restarted my laptop, nothing. Which has thrown a bit of a spanner into the works. So, what's even worse is I've just had my lunch. So it's 3:15? 3:30, good God. Just had my lunch, which was a tub of skyr. And the work I was about to do requires internet, so I'm not quite sure what to do now. Methinks it's time for dinner, maybe. The best solution I got at the moment is to potentially cook my dinner. Drill night tonight, so I'm going to be limited on time anyway, so I might as well just eat now. I was going to go for a run before drill, get steps up, get a bit of cardio in, and then if I take a nice sweetened beverage like a Pepsi Max cherry for post drill, that could work out well. Fuck it, that's going to be the plan. This day is taking a detour, and then hopefully the internet might be back up by the time I've cooked. So a little bit of an unexpected turn, but we've had to go to the shop now to get a new broadband cable, because apparently the dog has ate through the old one. There are teeth marks in it, and the hub stopped working, so that's fun. It's like being a petrol station without a pump. What is an online coach you can't get online? Madness. Oh, fuck me. 10:15. Got back from drill, a little bit late, which is just standard for drill night. I was hungry as well. So I had a peppermint tea. No, I didn't. I had a chamomile tea. And unfortunately, I then had a Nature Valley nut and chocolate little bar thing. However, I was under my calories anyway. I kept myself, you know, a good 300 underneath I kept myself today, which I was really happy with. And then I come in and had that, and now I'm at a now I'm at a 168 below, which is still good. It's still below. It's not quite as below as I wanted it to be. But the point is, it's a good idea to have a bit of a buffer in case things like this happen. If you know it's going to be drill night, or you know you're working on a night shift or stuff like that, it's just good to have a little bit of a buffer in case things go disastrously wrong and you need a little something. So still 160 calories underneath, which is good. We take that forward. It's adding to the deficit, but we'll have to do harder tomorrow. I want to come in at least 300 under tomorrow, I think. That'd be nice to see the weight come down pretty quickly. Anyway, it's 16 minutes past my bedtime, and we got a leg session in the morning, so I'm gonna foxtrot Oscar and get away.